I get lost in your words. It feels so good when I'm hurt. Takes my mind off of the pain. Loves when the beat takes me away with only good music. Oh, 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 with only good music. Something about the things you said stays in my mind. Makes me wanna sit down and listen to you. I listen all night. The melody, the arrangement makes my body go so crazy. I tell my feet, man, I love the beat. It's the way the music comes over me. The emotions I get alright. Sometimes the music is sure to make you cry and dry your eyes. You know when the music is away, you can hide. But I get lost in your words. It feels so good when I'm hurt. Takes my mind off of the pain. Loves when the beat takes me away with only good music. Oh, 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 with only good music. I tell Rihanna, please don't stop the music. Cologne strum my pain with the fingers. I could really use it. Quiet storms full of purple rain. My Cherie more lovely as a summer's day. I'll let the whispers follow Marvin Gaye in my headphones till the music starts to fade away. I give away my brown sugar for a bit of pop. If love really was a bullet, I'd have took the shot. Yeah. Now would you buy me a drink just to take me home? Put your game in a song just to make me moan. I like my Robin Thicke, me alone. A thug album, triple shots, that's a trace. I get lost in your words. It feels so good when I'm hurt. Takes my mind off of the pain. Loves when the beat takes me away with only good music. Oh, 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 with only good music.
Well, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is 8 p.m. on February the 8th, 2025. Welcome to another session of Focus 40 plus Global Chat Cafe with me, your host, C. Maria Wall, a.k.a. the voice of relationship recovery and mediating Shiro right here at our ground zero. And as always, when I say that we are at ground zero, it does not mean that we're at rock bottom. It means that we are on solid ground. So prepare to gain your footing, dig in deeply, and propel yourselves to new heights. With that said, welcome to another session of Focus 40 Plus Global Chat Cafe. Ever wonder why I called this Focus 40 Plus? Well, let's talk about some definitions of the word focus. As a noun, it's the center of interest or activity. Or it could be the state of quality of having or producing clear visual definition. And as a verb, let's see what we can say about that. We can adapt to the prevailing level of light and become able to see clearly. And that's in reference to, of course, sight, person's eyes. Or how about this? When you pay particular or close attention to. But here, for this program, FOCUS is an acronym. As a matter of fact, it is a registered trademark acronym. It stands for Females Offering Clarity, Unity, and Success. So what does that mean? That means that this is a place, a safe haven for us to come together and talk about things that matter for those of us who are 40 and over. But of course, with all of our programs, all ages are welcome. And of course, gentlemen, you're welcome to join our conversations as well. If you had a chance to listen to yesterday's Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio, well, we talked about a little bit of things that are happening in this country right now with a lot of federal workers losing their jobs, or with the uncertainty of whether or not they'll have a job the next day, or if they'll come into work and someone will tell them that they can't get in. So tonight I want to talk to you about something that so many of us who are more seasoned tend to suffer with. The older we get, the more we may want to depend on someone else, have someone in our lives. And for some of us, with the uncertainty in our jobs and things of that nature, we may lose sight of ourselves. We may lose sight of our own well-being, and we may sabotage our own happiness. Or we could get into a position where we've convinced ourselves that it's best to find someone to have in our corner, someone to shack up with, someone to team up with, however you want to say it, boo up with for the remainder of this cold weather season, whatever it is, to help make it through. Just in case something happens, it'll be another, some more support for you, or hopefully another decent income, or someone who's not just there to fill a void at this particular time of uncertainty in our lives. So, and this can be applied to my sisters and guys, gentlemen, you too, because a lot of times we lose our discernment and we look at something that's appealing to the eye, but we don't take into consideration, a lot of things come in pretty wrappers that may not be good for us. You ever saw a candy? Take a piece of candy or something, and it's, the presentation, the wrapping is beautiful, but you take one bite and it's like, ugh, no, 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 no. Well, the same thing applies in life with people. For some of us, if you were around when this particular regime was in power a while ago, you know that they had done the infamous, 6-week furlough or something like that. And a lot of people were in food lines. They were stressed. They didn't know what they were going to do with their finances. They they couldn't pay their bills and all of this. And so many people, you decided to find someone to shack up with to help out and things like that. But 9 times out of 10, in many cases, not all, but many, a lot of times the people that we shacked up with weren't worth the air that they were breathing. They were just a warm body to fill a cold void. And for some of you, you got very intimate with these people. You ended up in worse predicaments. Some of you ended up bringing another mouth to feed into your midst, and others you ended up being served with papers for child support and all types of things. Listen, there will be hard times in this journey called life, period. There will be uncertainties. What we have to do is prepare for those. What I personally will not do is to price that they paid the person that didn't look like me who got the identical job just an hour ahead of me or an hour after me. They're going to pay that person a decent salary and pay me much less. Or they're going to tell me, hey, we're never going to pay you more. And when you leave, the minute that you leave, they upgrade your job and give it to someone who doesn't look like you, who has sub-zero qualifications. That's what the end of DEI and civil rights and things actually do. People have tried to justify it by saying that unqualified people were just arbitrarily out of the blue given positions and jobs. And that may very well have happened. But for the most part, that's not how it has gone down. Now, for many of you who follow me, you know that I'm pretty much well accomplished. I do have a doctor's degree, and I've said it many times that with a hiccup. Let me say that again. I kind of like that. Do not hook up with a hiccup. Okay? The bottom line is that you need to start to decide. And I said this yesterday in our program too. Listen, you have to decide what you're willing to live without. Okay, ladies, if you want to get your hair and nails done, so be it. Are you willing to give up your premium channels or some other guilty pleasure that you're doing, going out to dinner every night of the week or spending hundreds of dollars on meals during the weekends? For those of you who don't know how to cook, maybe you should take some cooking classes, learn how to cook and prepare your meals for the work week. If you're going back into the office, yes, a lot of people who have been home a long time, their clothes don't fit anymore. Listen, there's no shame to go to some of these thrift shops and get yourself some transition clothing. Because many of you, the minute that you get out of the house and you get back into the groove of going into the office and working, you're probably going to start to lose the weight again that you had from sitting at home. So you want to get your transition clothing. You want to get clothing. Don't pay an arm and a leg for it. And then there are so many great deals out here on pre-prepared meals that you can get. To help you save money instead of going out to lunch every day or going and getting breakfast in the morning. You can get made breakfast sandwiches and things of that nature. And what you want to do is make sure that you have your plan for the week. You want to plan out your meals, your lunch, your breakfast, so that when you go to work, you'll have those meals and you can save a lot of money that way. So there's always a way to save if that's what you choose. money. Take your breakfast, take your lunch, save that money. Now, some of you may be sitting up here saying, I don't want to do that. You know what? Do you, boo-boos and boo-bats? Do you? This is for people who want to survive whatever this is that we are in the midst of. If you have all the answers, this show is not for you. If you have a problem for every solution, this show is not for you. The bottom line is simple. We have to be in survival mode until we understand fully what is going on in this world. We have to be able to save where we can. And these are simple things that you can do. This isn't harming you in any way to go to the food store and get yourself some meals that you can have and prepare and warm up and take with you to work. Just alone in breakfast and lunch. That's $400 a month that I'm saving by bringing my own food in every day. $400. $12 for lunch, $9 for breakfast. We're just going to round it down to $20 a day, $100 a week, $400 a month. So if you can save, you can go to the food store and spend $100. Especially if you're single, you can spend storm tomorrow, then a snowstorm next week. And so many of you, when you get into this stress mode, you need that comfort. You need someone to listen or someone to just cuddle with or whatever. Me, I have an electric blanket to keep me warm. And I sleep really good at night because it's really peaceful, actually. And if you heard the show that I did about the sacred bedroom, you know, I switched out everything in my bedroom, new mattress, new bedroom set, new everything. And no one has shared this space but me because this is my sacred place. Gentlemen, you can have a sacred place too, because either way, if someone wants to take you out, ladies, go to a hotel, motel, I was going to say the rest, but no. Hotel, motel. Gentlemen, if you want to do whatever, take her to a hotel, motel, and you come home to your sacred place. You don't have to invite someone into your sacred place. You know, we will do better when we start to have our boundaries and stick to them. Pick that sacred place. And for me, it's my bedroom. It's my sacred place. I'm not even going to kid you. I love being in my bedroom. Most times it's the only room that I'm in is my bedroom. So, you know, I'm like, I have my electric fireplaces and things of that nature. I have everything that I need in my bedroom. It's big enough where I can have my studio on one side. I can have my workstation on one side. I can have the other side for the bedroom. Listen, it's my haven and I enjoy it. The end. It's my haven. I enjoy it. The end. And no one's going to taint that with their non-deserving presence. So again, you want to really consider ways that you can save, set boundaries to protect your heart, minds, body, spirits, and souls, and your peace, and we can make it through. That's what this program is about. If you want to talk about some other tips and get some ideas and resources, you can give us a call at 202-618-2556. Or if you want to email me personally at letsgrow@cmariawall.com. And if you like to put pen to paper, you can write to us at Post Office Box 272 in Randallstown, Maryland, 21133. And just so you know, our Focus 40 Plus, Global Chat Cafe, Healing Through Hurt, iTalk Radio, and a Titanium Tidbit for the Morning Hum that airs on Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. The other two programs, they air, of course, here at 8 p.m. But if you want to check us out, all of our programs and events are sponsored by the Wall Foundation Incorporated, which is an IRS approved and recognized 501c3 nonprofit. You can visit our website at thewallfoundationinc.org. That's THEWALLFOUNDATIONINC.org. There's also a contact form there. If you want to reach us through the website, feel free. Again, it's all about survival. It's all about putting you first. And these rough times, it's all about putting you first. You want someone to talk to, reach out on the website, send me an email. We can chit chat for as long as we can. But of course, I have early days too. And right now, I'm really trying to reach as many of you as I can. And I want you all to know that you're not alone. So with that said, let's continue to walk this road together. Okay. And before we go, we're going to get it ready to do our breathing exercises. But as always, I want to pray each and every one of you enough. I want to pray you enough sunshine to brighten your rainy days. I also want to pray you enough rain to make your gardens grow beautifully. I want to pray you enough smiles to turn the frown that you've been carrying upside down. But most of all, especially now, I want to pray you enough strength and courage to face whatever may be at your door or coming your way from this very moment and beyond. You are not in this alone. We're going to continue to talk about tips and tricks so that we can stay above water as best we can during these dark times that we are in the midst of. So keep up. I want you to have the best day possible. Let's get in a lying or seated position. Before we end our program, we're going to do some breathing exercises as always. Have out my tongue drum. It is that time again. Lying or seated position with your eyes closed. We are about to start to breathe. So ready? Let's inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do it one more time together. Inhale. Exhale. Let's just be still for a few moments. Let it all go. Just keep breathing. God knows it's been a rough week. But keep breathing. Just let it go. Let it go. Some things are out of our hands. We have to prepare ourselves as best we can for this storm. So think about it. What are you willing to give up? The choice is yours. The choice has always been yours. You decide how you will go through this next hour, minute, day, week, month. You decide. Do not let fear consume you. There's nothing we can do but wait to see what's coming our way next. But what we can control is how we prepare for what may be coming. So again, I want you to know that you're not alone. You are important. Even though the regime and the powers that be keep telling us that we're insignificant, we're not important. They don't care about if we have bills, if we have family, if we're caretakers for sick family members or elderly family members. They don't care about that because they They have their millions and billions. They don't care. And this is just a sick, twisted game to them. So we have to play as best we can. And the best way to deal with this is to be prepared. So think about what you're willing to give up. What choice will you make to help the person you see in the mirror make it through this storm so that we can all find our way back into the light together? So until next time, listen, reach out if you need to. And we're on several podcast platforms. So in case you look for us when you're out and about, you can do a search for Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio. Or you can do Focus 40 Plus Global Chat Cafe. And you will find us on podcast platforms such as Amazon Audible and Music, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Geo7, Podcast Addicts, Spotify, our new home here on Spreaker, and YouTube Podcast. Now, if you find us on YouTube, under the Wall Foundation, Inc., if you find us there, you can listen to all of our shows. The Titanium Tidbit for the Morning Hum, which airs at 8 a.m. Sunday morning. This, our Focus 40, plus Global Chat Cafe and Healing Through Hurt iTalk Radio. You can find all of our programs there in one place. So do share our programs and listen to them again. And I hope that you enjoy our time together, listening to good music, hopefully enjoying some good conversation and receiving the good vibes that I'm sending to each and every one of you. So until next time, be well, be blessed, and have the best remainder of your weekend and week possible, even if you do not want to. I'm C. Maria Wall. I will see you back here again tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for our Titanium Tidbit for the Morning Hum.
Something about the things you said stays in my mind. Makes me wanna sit down and listen to you. I listen all night. The melody, the arrangement makes my body go so crazy. I tell my feet, man, I love